coming through. What's the latest there?
Good afternoon, Blaine, Herman, and of course our viewers at home. Certainly high of activity here at Kanyamazane Stadium in Mbombela, just outside Mbombela here in Mpumalanga. Thousands of EFF supporters continuing to gather here at this very stadium. The party celebrates 6 years of existence, and now these supporters coming eager to get to hear what the leader Julius Malema has to say in as far as the party's status quo is concerned. Actually, we are preparing to speak to these fans that I can see right in front of me, filling up this stadium, Blaine, get a sense of what is it that they sort of decided to leave their responsibilities for, to come and get to hear what Julius Malema has to say. And as I was mingling around the stadium on arrival this morning, I actually spoke to some of them who said that they come as far as from the Eastern Cape, from the Northern Cape, in fact through the length and breadth of the country, eager to hear what Julius Malema has to say as the party celebrates 6 years this year since it was formed. Basically, quite strategically that they came to actually do, the celebrations, conduct the celebrations here in Mpumalanga. Remember, Blaine, just a couple of months ago during the national and provincial elections, we saw the EFF emerging quite, surprisingly to many, an official opposition party in the Mpumalanga provincial legislature, having taken over from the Democratic Alliance. Things like those are more than a reason for the EFF to come and actually celebrate its 6th birthday here in Mbombela, Mpumalanga.
I'm just looking at some of the figures with regards to the 2019 elections, and in Mpumalanga the EFF picked up about 11.51% of the vote. Nationally they had about 10.79% of the vote. They increased the parliamentary caucus from about 25 to 44. So a force to be reckoned with, one might say. In Mpumalanga, where you are, tell us about what the voters are saying in terms of their expectations. So we heard about some service delivery issues there, and you mentioned that as well. But what is the EFF leader likely to touch on?
Certainly, Blaine, Mpumalanga is now a new home of EFF, if you like. Locals here, having been here for a couple of hours now, they actually look forward to the chairperson of the province, that is now Colin Sedibe, to actually pave a way forward for the province in as far as the EFF's existence is concerned here. There's a lot of issues that people face here. Service delivery at the very Mbombela municipality have been quite a challenge, especially surrounding townships. Now, these locals are actually saying that now that they've given the EFF a chance to actually rule in this, in fact, to be the official opposition in this part of the province, in this part of the country, now they are putting the challenge right on their shoulders to make it a point that the agenda that they've been putting to the fore during when they were campaigning for the elections, which includes eradicating, abuse of workers in farm areas across the province. I'm sure you know, Blaine, that Mpumalanga is quite rich when it comes to farming. There's a lot of abuse by farm owners to the workers on the ground. Colin Sedibe having been in and out of the corners of the province, including here in Kanyamazane, and of course the other parts of the country just outside in Mbombela, where farming actually takes place quite extensively, saying that abuse in the workplace will soon be a thing of the past. Now these locals are looking up to hear what the EFF is going to do to implement that. Not a mistake at all, Blaine, that they chose to come to Mpumalanga. It's a matter of God saying thanks to the voters, thanks to the voters for having taken time and thought they must give the EFF a chance to be the official opposition here in the Mpumalanga provincial legislature.
I understand the EFF national leaders have been crisscrossing the province of Mpumalanga. We understand that the stadium that you're in, the Kanyamazane Stadium, is a 15,000-seater stadium. Just give us a sense of the crowds there and the program ahead.
Certainly, Blaine, when I look around the stadium, I can assure you that it's fast filling up. Those 15,000 and more, I can tell you, will continue to trickle in here at this stadium. As you rightfully are pointing out, the leaders of the party have been, these past couple of days crisscrossing the province, trying to galvanize support from the locals here, making them aware that as the leadership of the party, they will be gathered here to actually talk to the masses, to actually give the masses an opportunity to interact with them, as to basically, now that the agenda has been set in as far as the political spectrum is concerned, where to from here. Let's also point out, Blaine, the fact that in the past couple of weeks, the EFF has actually made an announcement, in fact, specifically Julius Malema, the leader of the party, saying that, you know what, at local level, we are no longer voting with any political party now. One would like to hear then what's the plan of the EFF. You also understand that in a short time, next year or the year after, I'm not certain, but local government elections will be taking place. We actually want to see if at all, you know, the EFF will be able to stand on their own in as far as role is concerned in those different municipalities. And of course, seeing that they don't want to vote with any party, including the DA.
Abongile, do you have a clearer indication as to what time the EFF leader is going to speak today?
1 o'clock it is lunchtime. Julius Malema will take to this very podium that is right behind me, address these masses. And of course, we've seen Mboyiseni Ndlozi, the national spokesperson of the party, writing that speech that Julius Malema will deliver to the masses. Of course, we also understand that right now, between now and 1 o'clock, there's going to be festivities taking place. There's going to be local artists taking to this very stage, singing and entertaining these EFF supporters as we await for the national top leadership to make its way here to the Nyamukanyamazana stadium rather, to actually talk to these masses. Between now and 1 o'clock, just festivities will be taking place, and then come 1 o'clock, Julius Malema will be talking to these masses, giving them a way forward for the EFF, say for the next 6 years, reflecting back on what the party has been through the past 6 years, and of course, engaging with these thousands of supporters that are beginning to trickle in here at Kwanyamazana Stadium.
All right, let's leave it there. We'll check back with you in a short while. Abongile Dumako live for us in Mpumalanga. We're going to take a quick break. I'll get you some sports news next.